Hi guys, so this is my review for my custom made hat from Bonneton Hats. I'll put all the information for you in the information bar below the video, so if you're interested you can have a look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in several sections. This first section I'm going to show you the hat on the mannequin head. It looks a little different on the mannequin head to on my head, because obviously the mannequin head is smaller than my head. But it will allow me to actually point out a few things to you which would be a bit more difficult when it's on my head, and then I will put it on and give you a bit of a preview, and then I will talk about some of the options of how you actually order and the whole process that I went through in order to get this hat. So first off, this hat is called a jersey stitched hat. I could liken it best, I think, to a turban style with a twist. Basically this cap design here, all this part is a base, a cap hat design that Bonneton Hats already had, and the lady who runs it sent me this cap to try on and I liked it, so I then wanted to add the little additions that would make it my hat that I wanted. So what they've added is they've added a band to the front that goes all the way around to the back, and it's graduated so that it's narrower, so it's getting bigger as it goes around the front, it's narrower at the back at the nape. And then I asked for an embellishment, a flower, to be put on the side, just to give it a bit more of a bit pretty. I'm just gonna zoom in there. It's got some little, I don't know if you can see that, it's got some little beads in there, very pretty. The reason that I opted for this type of design was because I actually had a hat in mind that I liked when I contacted them, and I asked if they could make me something similar. So they've kind of worked to my specifications, and I didn't want to completely 100% replicate that hat, but I wanted to kind of go on that kind of design, I guess, because it was very much a certain style that I was looking to achieve. What I really like about this hat is that it is very, very soft and comfortable, and it's the way that it's constructed. You can kind of pull the folds of the fabric, if you look here, to kind of shape to your head, so you can achieve some height and bulk at the top, but also at the back. So if you haven't got any hair, this gives you almost like a feeling of having something more. If you wanted more height at the top, you could actually just pull up a bit more fabric up the top, and there you've given yourself a bit more ruching at the top, and you can fiddle around with it a little bit. Now the thing obviously that really attracted me to this hat is the fact that I don't need to do anything to it. I can literally just get it out, put it on my head, and I'm out of the door. You know, compared to scarves, this is easier. Even though I don't find scarves difficult, they do require a little bit of work. You put one on and you've got to make sure that it's, you know, tight to your head, it fits, it looks nice, bit of fiddling. Even the most basic scarf requires tying. This, it's just straight on, and I think, to be honest, the only thing you need to do is to just do a little bit of this at the front and sides, just to make sure that you haven't got any kind of cone head or horns or anything appearing on your head. So it's very, very nice. I really like it. So I'm going to take it off of the mannequin head now, and I'll let you all have a look at it on my head. So here is the hat. As you can see, I have tucked all my hair into the hat, so I'm going to actually pull that out in a minute so you can have a look and see what it looks like with a little bit of hair poking out of the bottom of it. I think it's very pretty. I really like the style, and I think it does achieve the kind of feel that I wanted to get for this hat. There's the flower, the other side, and if I turn around, I really like it. So it's a bit later in the day, it's now dark, and I've been out wearing my hat, and this is how I wore it with what I've got left of my hair pulled out, which works, you know, quite well. It gives me a little bit of something there. But I like it both ways. I like it with hair out and also with my hair tucked in. One of the reasons that I tuck my hair in a lot is because I find that because I haven't got a lot of it left, it can feel really annoying against the back of the neck, very straggly. It's very hard to explain if you've not had that experience, but it doesn't always feel the nicest thing against the back of your neck and against your skin. So sometimes I just prefer to just get it all out of the way and be done with it. The hat, you know, had a lot of smiles and didn't have any funny looks or anything, so I think that went quite well as a test. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk a little bit about why I chose to have a look at Bonneton hats and how I ordered. Okay, so I actually, as I said in my previous video where I talked about the fact I was going to be ordering this hat, I saw the advert for Bonneton hats in the Lady magazine. They have a website. If you go on there, you can have a look at a few of the hat styles that they offer. The way that it works is that if you contact them, they will sort of discuss your requirements with you and then send you some hat samples to try on, and also some snippets of fabric, so you can pick the fabric that you want in terms of colour and also in terms of obviously like the quality, the feel of it. I think certain types of fabric work better for certain designs. So for example, with this type of design you would want more of a kind of softer jersey type of fabric, I think, because you want it snug to your head. But with other hats you've probably got different types of fabric to choose from a bit more. Obviously I don't know if that the business actually deal with people abroad, so if you're in another country other than the UK you would need to contact them and ask them, but certainly I think if you were abroad and you actually knew what you wanted, then possibly you could just order something rather than trying things on and sending them back and forth. I don't know. With the way that I did it, my brief was that I wanted a hat that looked a little bit similar to the one that I liked, which I showed them a photo of, and B, I wanted something that I could wear inside and outside without it looking funny. And the reason is because a lot of hats, they are designed obviously for people without hair loss, to be worn outside to keep your head warm, and if you choose to wear one to cover up hair loss issues, then when you go inside, if you go shopping and you go into a cafe to have a drink, or if you go outside and do something and then you want to go somewhere like a friend's house, or you want to go and socialise in the pub, or you want to go and have a meal or something, it looks very strange if you're inside wearing a outside hat and you don't take it off. And I'm always conscious that I don't think people would think this, but I don't want people to think I'm being rude in not taking my hat off. So I really wanted something that's a bit more of a head cover hat rather than just a hat. And I think I've kind of achieved that with this. And so that was my brief. Also I wanted something that could be worn, I guess you could say, with a variety of different outfits in terms of colour. This is quite good because it's got several colours going on in it, so it kind of can go with quite a few things. And I also wanted something that I could wear that would be suitable for wearing in the winter, right through summer, and I wouldn't have to, you know, think about that, you know, so it wasn't made of fleece or anything like that. So I think that you can safely say that I've achieved that with this, and I'm really thankful to Bonneton Hats for helping me. Great customer service, prompt replies to emails. The process was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, and the lady that I've been dealing with, Sandra, she's absolutely wonderful, so I just wanted to thank her because I'm really happy with what I've got. really like it, and I think that it's going to serve me very well. The thing I noticed when I actually went out today was that my head was very warm, I felt very snug, and this is a big one, it didn't, the hat didn't itch and or irritate me. It also didn't feel too kind of much like I'd got something on my head. It was just really, really comfortable, and to be honest, that's one of the biggest things for me, is comfort. You know, who wants to be going around with something that's itching and irritating them, or feels tight, or you're just really conscious that you've got that thing on your head? I don't think anybody would want that. But so often with head covers and wigs and things, you can end up with, unless it's custom made, you can end up with things which just are like that. You know, you're very conscious that you've got them on, or they're very irritating. So a big thumbs up to Bonneton hats, and if anybody else is interested, then obviously all the details, as I said before, are going to be in the bar below, so go and check them out. Thanks for watching. Bye.